Track 59.
Justin Bieber's rise to fame is an interesting story. He was interested in music from a very early age, and he taught himself how to play a whole selection of musical instruments, which I think is rare in youngsters these days. Like a lot of teenagers who want to be pop stars, he learned the guitar. But whereas very few of those teenagers put in the effort needed to be successful, Bieber, on the other hand, not only learned how to play the piano as well, but also mastered the drums and even the trumpet. One day he hopes to learn the violin. He was clearly gifted, and his mother used to arrange for him to take part in local competitions. He came second in one, and his mother posted his performance on YouTube. She kept posting other clips of him singing, and soon these attracted a number of fans who started following him, though at this point he still hadn't found fame. His big break came when a music executive came across these videos by accident when he was looking for a performance by a different artist. He immediately recognized Bieber's talent and gave the teenager a contract with his recording company. His first record was a worldwide hit. He shot to fame in just 2 years and is now a global superstar, one of the most well-known performers the world has ever seen.
Track 60.
I wouldn't like to be famous. I would hate people to recognize me all the time. You would always be followed by journalists and never able to have a private life. Being followed on a good day, when you've been to the hairdresser and are wearing your best jeans, is perhaps acceptable, but can you imagine how it would make you feel on a bad day?
I would love to be famous. I would adore all the attention and the special treatment. Everywhere I went, people would know my name, and I wouldn't need to queue anymore. The best part, though, would be meeting other famous people. I can imagine that would be so interesting. They would come to my private yacht, and I would visit their mansions.
Track 61.
So, you've been a famous singer for over 3 decades now. What advice would you give to someone wanting to become famous?
Well, my first piece of advice is don't try and become famous. Instead, focus on being good at something. Choose something you enjoy and then work hard at doing well in that area.
What did you do to become such a successful singer?
Well, a good way to be the best is to learn from the experts. Find people you admire in your area of interest. Try to get as close to them as possible. Observe them carefully. If possible, talk to them. Ask lots of questions. Don't copy them, but try to learn from them. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try something new.
Being the best is one thing, but how did you get yourself known?
Getting yourself known is indeed another skill you must work on. One thing is for sure, nobody is going to come to you. You have to make opportunities for yourself. You have a product to sell, and the product is you. It's much easier to do that these days, especially with the internet around. Many people use social media for this.
Any other piece of advice?
Yes. The last thing I would say is, if you want to be really successful in something, you will most likely experience a certain amount of failure. People who fail at some point often say that the experience has been a great lesson and helped them on the road to success. Try to learn from these moments instead of being frightened of them. In fact, some of the most successful people have often failed countless times before reaching their end goal. What makes them successful is that they kept on trying regardless.
Track 62.
If you're going to take filmmaking seriously, you need to learn how to get the best from your camcorder. Many people use camcorders these days to make short videos of their friends and family, and often people just use the automatic functions. These work well enough for those types of occasion, but if you want to take a more professional approach for the production of your short film, You should have some knowledge of the camcorder's manual functions too. In this tutorial, I will start by discussing 3 of the most basic functions: the focus, the iris, and the zoom. The focus control is usually the manual focus ring at the front of the lens, well, certainly with professional cameras. It's a particularly useful function if used correctly. The ring turns anti-clockwise for a more distant focus and clockwise for a closer focus. Next, I will talk about the iris ring. This is also located on the lens. It manages how much light appears through the lens through the adjustable opening called the aperture. As you let more light into the shot, it naturally becomes brighter. Finally, I will talk about the zoom function. Many people use this function, and it's often overused. Used in moderation, however, this very popular feature can be a really useful tool. It moves your perspective closer or further away from your chosen subject. I would advise, however, that whilst shooting a long zoom, you use a tripod.
Track 63.
So, welcome to Filmmakers Club. I hope you're excited at the thought of making a film and that you're bursting with great ideas. I've put you all into groups, so here's what you're going to do. Now, you might think the first thing that you need to do is to come up with an idea for a story, but even before that, you need to think about what type of film you want to make. Remember that a film is really a story in pictures. There are lots of ways of telling a story, so choose a style of film that suits the talents of the group. If you have talented artists, but no good writers or actors, you might want to make your film in the style of a cartoon or some other kind of animation. Last year, a group made an excellent film using Lego bricks. So, having decided that, you can start to think of your idea for the story. Think about the movies you like to watch. What is it that makes them interesting? Is it the characters? The plot? As regards plot, my advice is don't be too ambitious. Don't make it complicated. Keep it simple. The simplest ideas are often the ones that work the best. Initially, you just need to find the basic concept. You can fill in the details later. It's a good idea to keep a notebook in your pocket and carry it everywhere. You never know when a great idea will suddenly come to you, and the more ideas the better, in my opinion. The next stage is to write the screenplay. For this, you need to divide the story up into a series of scenes. For each scene, the screenplay should begin with a short description of where it takes place and the time of day, that is, day or night. Then the rest consists of the script, the lines the actors will speak, and it should also describe the camera movements and give directions to the actors about how they should move. Before you can start filming, you need to prepare a storyboard of your film to help everyone involved to imagine the scenes clearly and to understand what you are trying to achieve. This is similar to a comic book version of your film, but without speech balloons. And at this point, you need to appoint a director. This is a major role, and it's vital that he or she is a good communicator, as they are the key link between the actors and the rest of the team. This person will have responsibility for the creative side of the project. He or she will have the final say in the choice of the main actors and in directing the action of the film. That brings me to the next stage, casting your film, finding the actors. Don't just rely on your friends. Be creative. Perhaps you could advertise on social media. Or if your film needs a doctor, perhaps you could ask one from the local hospital if they could spare a couple of hours for you. And then, before filming finally starts, you will need to assign other jobs, such as director of photography. In your case, this will be the person who operates the camera, someone in charge of sound and music, and someone in charge of costumes and props, including furniture and any other objects needed, and also someone to look after hair and makeup. But we'll look at these roles in more detail in our next session.